Hey, I'm Lara and this is Rebel. Today I'm going to explain the importance of using your bridge and the timing of using your bridge and why it's almost everything when it comes to the behaviour that you're going to end up with. If you haven't already seen, I do have a video on what is a bridge. It's the bridge between the behaviour and the reward. It's someone's whistle or it's their clicker, and in my case it's the word good. So if you just take note of when I say the word good, it's always at the peak of the behaviour. So something so simple as picking up your horse's hoof, which is a daily thing that you would be doing. Good. Notice that when I said good was at the peak of the behaviour. The behaviour is your horse picking his hoof up. It's not him picking his hoof up, putting it down and then getting a reward, because if I didn't give him his bridge at the peak of the behaviour, he would then just be waiting for the reward, which would mean his behaviour would become hoof up, hoof down without a bridge. He wouldn't understand the peak, and the part that we wanted is the part when his hoof is in the air. Let's say the behaviour is your horse backing up. Rebel, back up, Reb. Good. I say the bridge when he has backed up. I don't say the bridge when he's come back to me. So the behaviour was him backing up. The behaviour wasn't him backing up and then coming back to get his biscuit. So let's say that the behaviour is your horse staying. Stay, Reb. He's staying. I'm waiting. Good. I reward him for staying. If I hadn't said good when I was over there and I said good when I was over here, he would then think he can come back and get his biscuit, which would then in his mind make a new behaviour of staying and then coming back, which means the stay part would get shorter because he needs to come back to get his biscuit, because that's what he's thinking. You need to think about what it is your horse is thinking when you're using your bridge. Walk on, Reb. Good. Now for some fun things. Another example, this is just something Rebel does. Rebel knows how to fetch. He's even got his hat with his own name on it. You are a good boy, Reb. Ready? Go and get it, Reb. I'm not sure he could move any slower. Pick it up, Reb. Give it to me. Good. Now when is it that I said good? I said good at the peak of the behaviour. So I wait, the behaviour is for him to give me the hat. It's not him picking the hat up. In the beginning of training it was. In the beginning of training that behaviour, it was him picking the hat up. That's when I would have used my bridge. But in this case, the whole behaviour is for him to pick up the hat and bring it back to me and give it to me in my hand. Sometimes he would come back, bring the hat back and drop it just before he made it to my hand. So therefore I wouldn't have used my bridge. Peak of the behaviour. Think about the end peak of your behaviours that you're training and use your bridge at the end or the peak of the behaviour, and that way you will get the behaviour that you desire. So if you don't have a bridge, now is a really good time to start to use one. Choose what you want to use, what suits you best. It is very easy if you use a word because you will have it with you all the time. You can't forget it. You don't need hands to use it. It's with you and you can use it anytime you want to. Now, make sure though, if you are using a word, you need to say the word the same every single time so that they understand it, they learn it, and they know exactly when they're hearing it. Good. Perfect example, because Rebel obviously understands what that word means. Make sure that you use your bridge at the right time. Get your timing perfect. Make sure it's the peak of the behaviour. Make sure and be mindful when you're training your horse that you are training the behaviour you're looking for and not a different behaviour. for the examples that I previously showed you. You end up with different behaviours if you use your bridge at the wrong time or if you're not using one at all. It's very simple, just be consistent and watch your timing. I hope that was helpful, and I'll see you on the next one.